everybody, Orphan here. Welcome back to AI, the Somnium Files. It's been about a week since I recorded this, which, there's a reason for that. It's because I lost my voice. I could not talk properly. It was very, you could not hear me talk. And even now you might still hear my voice still strained a little bit, so that's why I haven't been able to record for a week, because my voice got strained and I couldn't talk. That and another thing came up in my personal life that was like, oh, that sucks. I am not in the mood to record right now. So that was a thing also. It's fine. It's fine. It's like you think that this month's going to be fine. You'll have all time to record. No. Hopefully the rest of the month should be fine to record, I hope, without too much problem. We'll see. But I'm back and I'm ready to continue this game. I've been wanting to play this game for a week, but oh my god, I just haven't. So yeah, let's continue. Last time we got tased by Iris and, God, what was his name again? It's been a goddamn week. Ota? Yeah, it's been a week. I'd fuck it out with it. Let's continue. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa. I did not mean to press R2. That's an accident. My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. Oh. Shut up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. That's rude. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama. Jeez! Really, Date?
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything.
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back.
Of course.
All I saw was
stupid
you
little
getting
Ota.
your beauty sleep on the floor.
Oh, for God's sake.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
Stupid simp Ota.
It appears that he took off with Iris.
Of course he did.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
I'm not drunk! Stun gun!
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
No!
I didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Old days? Wow.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon.
Oh, great.
In the morning, of course.
3 a.m. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, this is probably really important.
Date, the boss.
Yeah, that's what I figured. God.
How am I gonna report this one?
Oda tased me with a stun gun and,
Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
no shit!
Now the killer... Well, just watch the video.
What?
I sent the address to Iva.
What happened while I was fucking stunned? Oh! 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 God! Damn it, Iris. Damn it, Oda. Oda. Oh. What is this all bullshit? Shit.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Oh, fuck.
The source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Got it.
Okiura?
God, not what I expected to come back to. I thought, oh god, Iris and Oda would be the only one. Not, oh my god, Iris is going to get sawed in half. I think Mom and Rena Marvel. Not what I expected to come back to. Let's be honest. Not at all what I expected to come back to. What the hell? I was holding, oh god, I fucking put the sword down and held R2 by accident. What's our ETA? I just needed far from here. Swim into the fastest. Please let me make it in time.
That sick bastard.
He's in a fucking polar bear costume? What the fuck? No, 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 no. Shit. Yeah, I love seeing this and not the road in front of me. I'm gonna die in a car crash before I get there.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
God damn it, Oda.
Ota.
But that lowers it more.
Stay away from Tessa!
What the fuck is going on? Kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I can feel sweat on my palms. Making me raise a high-pitched scream. I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding my ears, shaking me to my core. How much time had passed? Seeing time itself had disappeared. Eventually, car reached a long bridge. After being exchanged. This feels wrong. Oh, well, he's back.
No, it can't be. No. Stop.
Something about this feels very off. Let me say that. Oh, God. This is unsettling. It's really unsettling. He's getting turned off, isn't he? Yep.
No!
Harbor Warehouse District, Monday, 3:35 a.m. Something about that feels off, like it was staged. Please let me be right. Please let me be right. I forgot I had to press X on this. Oh, God. Oh, what the what? What the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Is that, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Oh shit! What the fuck? I didn't expect her to fucking die. Police headquarters. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, obviously we have to be interrogated because we were the first at the scene. Yeah, that makes sense. What the fuck?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
What the fuck? What?
It's
Hell.
rare to see you down like this. But it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble. And about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks?
Yes.
Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife.
Oh,
Killed
she is
her,
fucking dead.
then
Oh, great.
Killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko.
What is going on?
Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit.
Yes.
Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Yeah, it doesn't
Such
make
as?
sense for Oda to be the killer. What's sitting in front of me?
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person.
But they were on screen
That
at the
behavior would
same
be
time.
totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it. The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity.
Yeah, this is
But
on.
if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no
Oh,
purpose.
God.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it. Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
And he had no incentive to kill Shoko, that's for
Shoko
sure.
was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
Ah,
That's a stretch.
that's a very
They've been
big
divorced
stretch.
for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renji.
There are some additional discrepancies.
Thank you, Ida.
I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Really?
You
Not
sure?
I am.
Totobatsu Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well,
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
then shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss,
Come on, boss.
Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the
Yeah,
warehouse.
bullshit.
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
Does it look like I
I
know?
wish I knew.
Up to 4 victims.
Great.
Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Yeah.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
They all have
What
stuff in
connects these 3?
where they work.
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. That is a good starting point.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims. Shoko and Renji were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota, too.
Yeah, we need to talk to her. And
That's
we need
why
to protect
I never
her.
believed Mizuki would kill all four of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked.
Yeah.
They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me. Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras. But there's no connection to Iris. Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras.
Yeah.
But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris. Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her.
Yeah, fair enough.
Above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him. I know Renju and Shoko. And I'm connected to Iris.
Yep, and we don't have memories.
I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Yeah, we're fine,
I
Dante.
can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
So what
I thought it
now?
over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do.
Investigate the scene of
Continue
the
your
crime?
investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Go search for us, let's go investigate. I do not want to go see this. Oh, fuck. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. Send a cold sword to warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. Cold air sunk into my skin. The center of my body was burning hot.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
A forklift. The tire and fork covered with a layer of ice. A hook is hanging from the ceiling crane.
No, nothing so far.
Inspector is doing his duties as usual. Is this Otis blood?
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right. About that.
Yeah, about
Ota
that.
had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Astronaut was sliced in two by his ice cutting machine.
Iris's estimated time of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Hey, I was wondering if it was
Which means
recording
Iris's
versus a
time
live
of
stream.
death is 3:20 a.m.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
An ice cut machine. Jesus. Maybe Oda was trying to help Iris jumping at the criminal. Fell into a scuffle and Oda ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume and finally cut him with the ice cutting machine.
Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Aristo's bodies were under autopsy. Your bodies aren't here anymore. Aristo's blood. Right here, Aristotle were.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores.
Ah,
It
for
would be
fuck's
difficult
sake.
to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research.
Not
As
helpful.
the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Again.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
Then who?
The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Lovely.
Renju holds
Private
no
stuff
shares and
around.
is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
I checked this place point by point. But didn't find nothing.
Let me know if you find anything. Let them know, then left the warehouse. Okay. I was like, how do I leave? Where's the thing to leave? Ugh. Left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What's he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Alright.
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Thank you.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was
Here we go.
completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Cool, we're finally getting this information. Jeez.
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes. Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
More
There's
than
more
one?
than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Okay, that makes sense.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball. "18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and
God,
gouged it out.
Why?
The reason why was simple.
Oh God,
He
why?
was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own.
Kinda
Driven by
fucked
this
up.
instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath.
Right.
The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss. He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is...
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
Thank you!
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but
Yeah!
he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute.
Oh.
His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
Yeah.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The
I
pleasant
know.
feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine.
I graduated from high school. I know what dopamine
Endorphins are
is.
a brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life.
Jesus.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again. That, I don't know.
The
Damn
details
it.
of the original Cyclops serial killings
And they
case
still don't tell me the
became
actual
ambiguous over
fucking
time.
name.
Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value.
Ugh.
I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Summarize it for me.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
Yikes.
That means...
Wonder how this is connected to this.
Computer, tell me this.
Yeah, was it
One of the
suicide?
original killers is dead, I know that.
He committed
That
suicide.
means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Is he still in
They actually
custody?
picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuju prison.
So I can
Fuji
interrogate him.
Yes.
What's his name?
In
What's
prison,
his
he
fucking
doesn't
name?
have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89.
Why that sound familiar?
I know killed Shogunadami.
Oh! Oh, shit!
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Because he's in fucking jail.
One is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
I see. Well! I see. Not to see the diner. I see. We're gonna have to interrogate number 89 at some point. We really need to. Place is silent. So quiet I felt like I could hear floating dust. Some I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. Yeah, it was me. It was like watching a decaying oak tree cling pathetically to the earth. Ugh. She's looking at the photographs in her hand.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go.
Yeah, we should leave.
She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, to my residence. Great. Why are we heading to my residence again? I guess we need to find some clues about my missing memories. Great. Oh, right. And we need to talk to Mizuki. Looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. Cushion on the sofa. About what I expected. Mizuki's staring at the floor.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Yeah, of course.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She didn't seem so. Can stay by her side for a while.
Contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
Oh, thanks. Stay with her a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. This is just sad episode times. This is just 2 people that I didn't think would die immediately. Like, I thought, oh, they're gonna be on the run, we're gonna have to find them and resolve the situation. No, they're fucking dead immediately. And then, when I visited the second house, I found Timmy with a hot look in her eyes. She left me and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. I thought I couldn't say a single word. Heavy silence weighed on both of us.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. And it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether.
She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
It's
Fuchu
gonna...
prison.
Yep.
In Tokyo.
Fuchu.
We gotta go there.
Prison.
We gotta go there.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her.
And I see that there are different paths from the flowchart, which makes me feel bad because I feel like I fucked up.
You have to catch me. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
And finally back to Marble, we're gonna hit by a stun gun.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Yeah, no shit.
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy. He came here last night.
Yeah?
Ota?
Really?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
What? Him? Why? Why? How the fuck is Ota related to the criminals? Mama told me a similar story to Idols, but so did she in the Kabasaki district. Basic idea is this. 8 years ago, Soso's landed the Kabasaki district for 30 billion yen. After a year later, an explosion of the chemical plant caused the land price to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. So blow it up or conspire to blow it up. That wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. There's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki. Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki?
No.
So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket.
I see.
And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
I was pausing dried bonito.
What were we talking about again?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kawasaki district? The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Alright.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
We're going to... Nope, we are not going to the prison yet.
We need to go to the goddamn prison.
I turned the boss's office to report. I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
Fair enough.
True.
Sat down at the usual seat and decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
Fair enough.
What do we have to talk about?
A lot?
Of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
The only thing new we have is number 89.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Yeah, I need to know about him. He is absolutely 100% connected to this.
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills.
Oh, good.
He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago. That time frame.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Unknown.
Damn.
I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89.
Yeah, who's visiting number 89?
After all,
What is Shoko?
Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
Yeah.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
I hear my alarm going off. I better remember to edit that out. I really better remember to edit that out. Hey, post me, edit this out, edit it out. Okay, back. What's his real name? Tell me, I need to know.
Unknown.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan. Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Who committed suicide?
Rohan committed suicide last year.
Why did he commit
That
suicide?
means 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
Yep.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
I've been sitting on the desk. To be precise, the image I was sitting on the desk and being sent to my brain.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Yay! I figured it was going with this. Fuck, no.
I can.
To come through some red tape 18 hours before Route HQ, it took considerable time to arrive. Somebody in Boston never showed up. Yeah. Boss is being really weird. Boss has been really weird this whole game about the Cyclops killings. Hello. Oh boy.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but
Ah.
I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Number 89.
Ah,
Your
fucking
real
course.
I don't remember.
Of course.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
89 sitting in front of me.
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me. A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Is she...
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Oh. God, not with your fucking jokes.
All
Fucking
right.
shit.
Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal.
I
You're gonna
figured
let
you'd
me out
want
of
to play.
prison, right?
I
It's
figured you
done.
want to play.
We've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
Videos are going on 52. Seriously, going on 52 minutes and
Let's
going
get
longer.
started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Alright, Mr. Assassin, tell me your story.
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
I see.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin.
So you're talking about yourself.
No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth.
Not the voice I expected
Somehow
to
there
come out of
hasn't
him.
been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no. But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name. Falco.
Oh.
Named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
I'm gonna hold off.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman.
I see.
She was a teacher at some school.
Yep.
It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
And then...
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would.
Is he gonna make it look like a suicide?
How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Oh, loading. Silent. For some reason he wouldn't open his mouth again. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop? What's the connection between that and Shoko?
He's not talking.
You mentioned a detective. Was that the whole story?
Come on!
Hey, answer me.
Time to sink, fucker.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures.
Crap.
Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Ah, great.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
Sinking!
What do you think?
What the fuck do you think?
Sink.
What the fuck do you think, Pewter?
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Let's begin.
Into the mind! These come so suddenly with very little warning, and I didn't get a chance to pause. Whoa. Oh.
Sup?
Sup to you too. But we'll have to continue this next time. That's gonna be it for now. We learned quite a bit about number 89 and whatnot. I still did not expect Oda and Iris to die. Like, not at all. I was like, oh, they're fine. That'll be my connection. They're like, you know, they'll probably be evolved, but they're probably like just accomplices, probably not. And we didn't actually do anything. Didn't expect them to fucking die. That was a major shock. Like, what? I cannot believe they're dead. Cannot believe they're dead. Oh my god. But that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching, and next time we're gonna sync up with number 89 and figure out how to do it. And see what we can get out of his mind. Since it's been a while, I might struggle a bit with the syncing, because it's been like a week, so I need to remember how to play this. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.